Hey everybody, Spider here, coming soon podcast. We are here inside Ingram Mall. Geretta Geretta, how are you doing today?
Geretta Gereta is super grand, and I wish everybody would get up and come on out.
No, and of course it is Saturday. You guys are going to be here today and tomorrow.
All day?
And then tell us, what can people expect when they show up?
Oh my goodness. Well, number one, I am here also with Carolina, that's also from the Other Demons movie site, and we have merchandise, good times, we take photos, we love to hear your experiences. It's just a good time, and there's other vendors that have so many great horror themed items, so it's just fun.
No, definitely, and of course I got to ask you, first time in San Antonio?
Absolutely, and it's only my second time in Texas.
Oh, okay, and I was curious about that because this is a great opportunity for those that haven't met you in person to actually show up and do so.
Well, I hope I'm worth it, but I think so.
And now, of course, when it comes to the film, I got to ask you, when you first read the script, what went through your mind?
Well, actually, the script was secret, and so I never read any script. I was cast, and then when I got there, I was told what to do. And then remember, actually, I think I only have one line, if you think about it.
Yes. But what were
they didn't need to waste 100 pages on me.
And that had to have been easy, though, right? Some pressure off of you?
I'm sorry?
That had to be easy. No pressure on you. When it came to the...
There was an enormous amount of pressure.
No, yes, yes.
Dario Argento and Lamberto Bava, now we think of them as legends, but they were young men in their 40s. I was still kind of new actress, not new to Italy. I had done a lot of movies by then, but by no means was I as known then as I am now. So yeah, it's a lot of pressure, and I'm the opening, event that happens, and yeah, that was on my shoulders, and also Bobby and I and the other actors, and yeah, it was a lot.
Now, of course, looking back now, would you have done anything differently?
No.
You would have just taken it for the ride, huh?
What does that mean? What do you mean like that?
Well, as far as, because of course, you, like you said, you didn't see the script, so you didn't know as far as what was going to happen.
But no, I know it was a horror movie. I know it was in the theater. I know it's in Italy. So it isn't take it for the ride in the sense like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing.
Right,
I was actually, during the daytime, filming a television comedy series in Italy in full Italian, very much like Saturday Night Live. And then when I would finish shooting, I would get in a car, and I would be driven by car and driver, obviously, to the location in Rome, because my scenes are shot in a cinema that actually was being demolished in Rome. And then they would drive me back so I could get up and do my television work the next day. So in a sense, like, I don't have to read a script. In Italy, it depends. And I was never considered the lead character. It was, I was never considered that. Thank you and all the fans that like my work. Somehow I kind of am the face of demons now. But no, it was a couple of days' work that I shouldn't have been skipping out on my TV show to do. Look at how it turned out. So I'm just blessed and lucky.
No, and of course, films like this, of course, when it came to the director, they did have a name, but, you kind of don't know what's going to be a cult classic. This just kind of, throughout the years, it did happen.
Well, there's no way to know if it's going to be a cult classic, and that's one of the things that I always try to remind people. Like, when people watch movies and they kind of giggle and they laugh and everything, when you're a young actress and actor, you think every one of them is going to be the one.
Yes.
It could be something like, Sharknado. To some actor on that maybe that's their second, fourth film, they're really hoping, and they got lucky, because that movie was popular within its own lifetime,
Oh, yes.
And we had a big premiere, we had a big party in a very well-known club, and then that was it. And I think it only ran in the United States 1 week.
You see, and because of that, I know when people talk about this film, it's kind of one of those films that got swept under. Here in the U.S., I saw it, and it was through a friend's VHS tape at the time. So if it wouldn't have been for that, I wouldn't have seen it till like years later.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really saw it. I did so many movies. Literally, I don't even know the names of many of them that I'm in. And that's just the way it is. It isn't the producer or the director that has any power over that. The movie is sold to a distributor, and the distributor sells it to who would like to buy it.
Right.
And as much as we in America really love horror, and also England, horror's in now. It's sick now. It wasn't then.
Right.
And there are a lot of lower budget horror, and to be truthful, at that time, sci-fi was bigger. I'm mostly known in the United States for horror, but the truth is I did a lot more sci-fi. Rats and all of that. Those are sci-fi and post-apocalyptic. I had at least 6 or 7 post-apocalyptic feature films, and horror I mean, Demons might be my only horror, but on the other hand, I worked with Dario Argento, Lamberto Bava, Lucio Fulci, Bruno Mattei, Claudio Ragazzi, and Michele Soave twice. Michele Soave, who's now like also a famous director, you know, he did The Church and everything. He was the third assistant director on Texas Gladiator the year 2020, which is definitely sci-fi.
Yes, yes.
And then he would, by the time, I mean, so all of us grew up together. So by the time I get on Demons, he too has worked his way up, and he was the first assistant director.
Nice. And you see, I mean, how's the relationship now? I mean, are you guys still talking?
Well, we all still know each other, but I mean,
Okay.
I live now in the United States. I lived in Italy until I came to America to go to grad school. But yeah, we all know each other, we tour. Most of you guys know that Claudio was here, last month or last year? Yeah, we all know each other. I talked to Lamberto, I talked to Dario, I talked to Asia. We all know each other.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, of course, you guys are going to be here today, tomorrow, so I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as well. So anything you want to say?
Yes!
There you go. Thank you
Stay
very
demon.
much. Appreciate you.